He's smashing through the woke liberal agenda faster than a Wetherspoon's breakfast for one. It's Straight Talking with Richard YouTube. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Hello, I'm Richard Yewtree. Nothing was proved. And this is Straight Talking, the show where straight people get to have their say. Pronouns? How about a verb? Off. with me tonight is Sue Perkins.
You're terrible. You're a dreadful human being.
And our top story. Losses in the local elections point to a tough time ahead for the Conservatives. What's your opinion, Sue?
They can do one. Goodbye.
No, I think you'll find what you really think on the auto cue.
Richard, I want every single person watching this to believe me when I say I, Sue Perkins, love the Conservative Party.
Oh.
This result is a farce. If we want decent election results, we need to start taking the vote away from people who don't deserve it. You know who I'm talking about. Women, students... Anyone who's ever thought so much of the concept of The Guardian. Did I say women?
Yes.
People who don't smoke in hospitals.
Why?
Marcus Rashford.
Bastard.
Women.
Bitches.
Anyone who comes from another country, including Scotland.
Shithole.
Anyone who's read a book. Anyone who's ever read a book that they didn't get off a trolley in prison. Women.
Yes.
Stormzy.
Oh.
And I tell you else. Not Stormzy. I tell you else who shouldn't have the vote, Richard. Women.
Oh, God.
I don't think anyone should vote. I think we should become a dictatorship with me, Sue, as emperor.
Wow.
Which is obviously how a dictatorship works, with me as an emperor. My first move would be to get rid of low-traffic neighbourhoods that create such problems. My second is to declare nuclear war in Belgium.
That's right, Sue. Finally, someone said it. Really nice, really nice. The BBC have confirmed a new one-off episode of the sitcom Gavin and Stacey. Your thoughts, Sue?
I mean, I haven't given it much thought, to
Not
be honest.
what it says
good,
on the auto
good for
cue.
them. Gavin...
You've given it lots of thought, actually, Sue.
Gavin and Stacey is an abomination, Richard. This is awful. I share a birthday with Ruth. And as all decent people know, the English and Welsh bloodlines should never mix. Should remain separate at all times. But what do you expect from the BBC, or as I like to call them very quietly, the bastard corporation, open brackets, bastards, close brackets. You know one of the worst things about the BBC, Richard.
Yes?
I mean, I'm preaching to the converted. The worst... You know what the worst show is on all of their channels? The biggest sparkling turd on the whole glittering mountain of shit. EastEnders. Tell you who the worst characters are. Those two bald gits, the Mitchell brothers.
He's angry.
Nancy boys acting like hard men. Off screen, they're all muscle. On screen, but off screen, they're Darcy Bustle. The only good thing about the Mitchell brothers... Oh, here he comes.
Oh,
the only thing about the Mitchell brothers, where they're on screen together, if you squint a bit, they look like a nice pair of ladies' boobs. One slightly redder than the other.
Very good, very good. We've all been thinking it, Sue. I'm glad you had the courage to say it. You can rest now. Finally, a real treat for nearly all of us. Please welcome back our weather girl, Jordan Gray.
Hello, Richard. You gammon-shaped waste of a moustache.
Oh, it's great to have her back.
And you still don't listen to a single thing I actually say because you're too busy staring at my tits.
What a wonderful story. I confess I didn't take it all in. I was mesmerised by the girls there.
Thank you, Richard. They're made of silicone, just like the fleshlight you keep in the glove box of your Kia Picanto, so you can pleasure yourself in the car park of Battersea Dogs Home.
Lovely. And what's the weather like this week, Jordan?
Well, as you can see, there's a deep depression all over the country, which the government has just announced it will no longer be giving benefits for. There will be a small amount of hope rising over the weekend as council election results continue to come in, followed by a fresh front of anxiety battering the UK as we realise we're in for 5 years of Keir Starmer. Slowly letting down the country so the UK soon resembles nothing more than a punctured bouncy castle covered in racist graffiti and human sick.
Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. If I still had a wife, I'd leave her. Jordan Gray, everyone. Lovely stuff. That was Straight Talking, and I've been Richard Yewtree. Nothing